It says, yeah. Well, 2 times this happened, and the third one sure is to come right around the corner. It says, yeah, 化け猫退治の免許とかねえぞ、俺. It says, yeah, I don't have a license. Yeah, I don't have a license to beat spooky cats, or AKA phantom cats, or spirited cats. It says, yeah, we're moving towards we're moving through Oxford. We're moving past Oxford through the night, and this is our second day that's on schedule, but it seems that all the monsters and the animals, their violent nature has spiked up. Is it because we're very close to the big hole? Is that the big hole that I see over there? Yes. It's the in the middle of Britain, there's a gigantic hole open. In the middle of the Britain, there's a gigantic hole that was just there. And then right there you can see Camelot. そしてあの大穴の北側に大穴を守るように。Yeah, so that's the wall. Yeah, that's the castle Camelot. There's the wall that has been entangled in order to encircle and protect the hole. It says that's where that's where Empress Morgane sits down. That is the the sin-realmed Camelot. That gigantic hole, Mike told me that it attracts and it spits out ominous things that's not good. I heard that anything that happens to them and any fairy that lost their name, it would disappear from the town and they would go to the south side of the island, drifted away. Anything that is useless, unmovable, unneeded, unbreakable, anything in the way. I heard anything that's something unneeded, or something that we just can't extinguish or exterminate. To us, it's the unburnables, right? And if you guys don't know, in Japan, there is a recycling method of trash, but in trash, there's plastics, and there's burnables and unburnables. And their Japanese recycling system's a little bit more complex than NA's. But yeah, essentially there's the burnables and an unburnable. And for us, it'll be the unburnables. I believe the hole is almost meant to throw all the unburnables and something that we need to throw away. Thanks for the tremble there, Karai. Karai. It seems that we've been there pretty deep. It looks pretty deep. How many meters are there? Muramasa, do you know? You fell from there, right? Well, let's just say there's at least 10,000 meters. 10,000 meter for sure. It says, I was falling down, but I never reached the bottom. While I was falling, I was thrown back out in the air. Thrown back on the air by Lancelot. And luckily for me, since that thing slapped me on the wall, I was able to stop myself to a certain degree in the wall. He said, what? 10,000? Almost as deep as the marina Oh. It says, Protag-chan, I'm surprised that you know the depth of Marina Sea. Did you probably had some ties to it somehow to learn that knowledge? You guys don't know, the Marina Sea, TEXD, that is a direct callback to the reference of CCC, Epic Remnant CCC, aka BB event. It says, everyone, please. If you can, please stop talking about the hole. It says, everybody's luck will fall down and plummet to zero once you start talking about the endless pit. The big hole around the fairyland is something of, we all know it, but we mustn't speak about it. Essentially, it's like Voldemort, right? You know, he who must not be named. The gigantic hole is a hole that must not be mentioned. I wonder if we're gonna get a Vichy chapter and it'll be CCC themed. Similar, yes. Just imagine the 5.5, except little bit of BB theme, a little bit of CC theme, and a little bit of America theme. So be ready for that. It says, anyway, it's unlucky and yeah. Yeah, it's unlucky to say it. Please stop talking about it. And besides, was there any fairies that would use that hole as a trash, as anything but trash throwaways? All I know and heard is that anybody that gets thrown into the hole has committed grave crimes, and in order to repent for their sins, they have been given a job. Those are the ones that will fill. Those are the honorable. Those are the honorables that will fill the hole. It says regular fairies in normal time will never stare at the hole or even mention it. So please understand and never forget that. Yeah, even though they're criminals, you're saying that they're honorable ones. Yes, that does sound quite weird. I was thinking exactly the same thing. Yeah, so essentially, the TLDR, this whole topic, Red Rabbit, aka Red Hair, right, is talking about, nobody talks about the big hole. Big hole is a taboo to say. You even mention it, our luck can go down. Essentially, we're treating it like a Voldemort. And those people who gets thrown into the pit, right, is a Lehai, right, the quote-unquote, the... fuck. It's the... I wouldn't say grail, but it's the instrument that is necessary to... I don't know how to explain Lehai correctly. Is it Grail Chart? It's... not really. Not really that specific, per se. Hmm. They're essentially saying sacrificial for the vessel. So, like, think of it as they're trying to fill the empty hole, right? So think of it as a grail, right? Think of it as a grail. And those people fall into the great hole are going to be the ones that are going to fill the empty hole of the grail, right? That'll be the easiest way for me to explain it, right? The Rehaimono. Their amplifier, I guess. To an extent. It's like a catalyst. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I think that's a better word. Catalyst. Because what Rabbit says, right, even though they're sinners, right, only the sinners and those who needs to be punished will become the filler of the catalyst. There you go. I think that's the right word to use. Because it's technically not a grail, at least not yet, right? It's not technically a something that needs to be filled, at least not yet. Yeah, so those people are the ones that are essentially the people, or, you know, the honorable people that will fill the catalyst. Normal fares won't dare to even look down or look it directly. So please do not forget about that. It says, yeah, even though they're guilty and sinners, why are they becoming an catalyst? That's kind of messed up. I wonder why it's a catalyst. Catalyst is made for, Catalyst is practically made for the prophesized girl, correct? I heard that at first, there was six fairies that left an artifact, or AKA, what's the word? What do you do to leave something and disappear? Not inheritance, but technically inheritance, right? It's one of the six fairies that left a go. Heirloom, there you go, yeah. There's six heirloom that was given to the first few fairies. それを待って自分たちのルーツを示したものが鐘つきの銅。So, yeah, following those roots or using those six things. So essentially, six bells was, essentially six bells represent six different tribes, it seems. And because of that, they were using each of their bell as their route to follow their kind of way of the life, way of the path. And they were to build a specific church, right? They were building a specific church, aka bell tower, right? Usually churches have bell towers if they're, you know, very important. And Ainseru, right? Ainseru, I heard about Ainseru talks about the child of prophecy going around the entire tribe around to ring the bell as catalyst. Right? That's what the word catalyst that Ainseru named it for, is what I heard. You're correct, I agree. Because after all, in the first place, in this fairyland, there shouldn't be a concept or a thought process of a catalyst. I wonder if those catalysts is a terminology made specifically for the child of prophecy. If that's the case, I can understand it. Huh? It says, Mr. Protag's world is catalyst a normal word used in the proper human history timeline. It says, yeah, it's a lot for religion. Even if we say that, I don't think you'll still understand. It's teaching one thing to another, to anyone, right? And they either believe it for each other, forgive each other, and help each other. There's many different interpretation and way for that. And a lot of the places, some places will call it the Holy Land, or some other places will call it where all the teachings began by people of the same caliber. 祈りを捧げることを礼拝ということ、税礼、増礼ということなんだ。私たちの世界では誰でも祈りを捧げるところを礼拝というところだ。Yeah, so Da Vinci's talking about how religion works, right? Altar. That's the word. Altar. That's the word. Thank you. All right. That's the word I was looking for. No. It was altar. Altar. That's what it is. Now I can explain it better. I don't know why for life of me I didn't get the altar words coming out. Altar? No, not like Artoria altar. I'm talking about like... So yeah, it's the basics of the basics. Super simple. Sometimes it's one of the most important in rituals and whatnot. What? Anyone can do it? Even if you're not if you're not chosen by a prophecy, everybody can pray in the altar? That's one of the greatest things about proper human history. You know that? That everybody's practically equal in their own measuring way, and everybody's practically not that special. Everybody's not special, everybody is equal. Sometimes if you do bad things, if you repent, you can be forgiven. And if you do good things, if you were to commit a crime, you would still be punished. In basic terminology, it's a world where conversations and arguments and a lot of talking over takes place. Well, sometimes it just doesn't end with just conversations, but that's besides the point. What happens today will be dragged out and be remembered by tomorrow, and what happens tomorrow, would repeat the same pattern as yesterday, and then it will continue to move on. Continue to strive to move on forward to lead to an answer. Unlike us fairies, right? Unlike fairies, right? He doesn't say us fairies. He says unlike fairies, they don't have the concept of eternity, or they don't have the concept of shaping to whatever they want. So they're constantly changing. They're constantly changing stuff every day, every second, every minute. That's what that's what human creatures are all about. That's what's happening in the outside world. Wow, that's amazing. That really does sound like a country of humans. That sounds amazing. It says, I think I'm a sore loser in this world, but I believe any world that can be solved, that can be solved and able to help each other out is a wonderful place. Oh, what happened to AMC? Damn. AMC getting that short attack. These hedgies going. Brrr. These cocksuckers are shooting it down. What a bitch. I agree, phone. But anyway. No. It says, I'm sorry, but yeah, in the fairyland, everybody is almost alike. Everybody's almost equal, almost alike. We can't say which one's good or which one's better. We won't be comparing. As I agree, at least the island of Britain that I'm in is a beautiful island so far. Yes. But what about you, Mr. Protag? Huh? Huh? I guess that was a bad way of asking that question. Huh? I just wanted to know, what do you think about your own world? That was about it. It says I wanted to ask what kind of things you wanted to do and what kind of things you were thinking of. And that's what I wanted to ask you about, but I get what you mean. I got you. Yes, like that. Well, I can't really put it into words as best as I can, but it says in one aspect I really do like it, but in one aspect I'm very uncomfortable and worried. It says, oh, damn, what a surprise, huh? I never thought a fairyland would have a fantastic Add a bridge, huh? Damn. That is, they've done work. They've done work to this thing. Even the bridge columns are destroyed to the bone. Did they mess it up? Did they mess up on the calculations on the weight? And did it all collapse? It says oh, interesting. Just before, Fairyland was in a term called the rainy season, right? The rain season. That's when the lakes and the waters gone too strong, and the lake's gotten out of control, and the moss running around muck created a double punch scenario where it was quite problematic. It says, oh no, we need to cross this bridge, and we need to go over the Lake of the Tears, right? The Lake of the Tears of the Lake. And we have to go over that sea, aka hill, or, the lakeside. And if we get over to the sea and the hill there, we can see knowledge, but is this lake too deep to swim? Or I wonder if the ferry that can hold a cart can fly? What? Flying? Surely you jest. What do you mean? If we can fly, what is there reason to have a ground in the first place? It says romance. Think about romance and treasure it nicely. Understand? Even if I had wings, I'll still be running on the ground. That's who I am. Oh, wait. Are you admitting that you can fly? Are you admitting that you can actually fly, but you won't do it because you're a fucking prideful hoe? I think he's got wings, chat. Horse got wings but don't want to use it. He says, all right. I don't really know what that really means, but I understand that you are very into. Yeah, I really understand your passion for staying on the ground. He's a Pegasus? He's not a Pegasus. It says, with that said, that means that your job has finally finished, Mr. Red Ra, aka Red Rabbit. You've done a job well done. It says, "Oh my God, what the hell is this dog ear saying?" I like. So essentially, what's happening is that you know, like even if I had wings, I would still prefer running to the ground. You gotta have romance and have some romance in your life. Please treasure it to your heart's content. Uh, and then Gareth is like, "Okay, so you're done working, right? Bye, bye, red hair, bye." And red hair's like, "What is this dog ear girl talking about?" This is right now at this current moment. I am not. I am more. I am a loyal. Loyal horse of the fairy that is working under protag. It says I would accompany them until the end of their journey. We even promised with our poeming, aka we fought the shit out of him, and while we were fighting the shit out of him, he did bust out his poem. It says if I'm gonna get left behind, I'm gonna beat everyone right here, right now, and go home. It says, yeah, my conviction is that strong, and I need you all to understand that my conviction and dedication is that serious. The lake of the tears of the lakes, aka the tears of the lakes, aka the pond of the lake. Yeah. So this is the lake of Dorake. What is the lake of Drake? What is lake of Osra? Lake of Dracula? Ain't no Lake of Dracula, bitch. Get your ass out of here. Lake of Drake in Drake's Leat, also known as Plymouth Leat, was a watercourse constructed in the 16-river Mentry in the river, which ran about 1,000 miles due to a lack of funding caused by the war with the Spain and Armada. He was first mooted of sort. When Elizabeth I was carved to a parliament, water bill to Plymouth was already prepared in presentation. It was to provide supply water to the naval and merchant shippings, to provide water in fighting of the Plymouth, secure Sutton Harbor, and to improve the port quality land and adjacent crossroad. Devonport Lee was to expand the docks of the Plymouth Dock, which was so. It was fed by 5 Dermock rivers, West Star, Coswick, and Heart of Brook, the River Mavie, and Blackabrook. This apparently was the first portion. Dragonwood Grant was used to construct water channels for aqueducts. Wistman Wood, altitude for 400 meters, close to 2 bridges. Before heading to Princetown, the water supply ends at Brenor Reservoir. It follows a meandering path across the moor, carefully selected by engineers who follow the course of the land. Oh, I see. Yorake no Awa. Fucks greatly in JP, huh? It says, what the hell? What is that? Dorake. I think that in the proper human history, oh, it's a fairy. Fairy. Is it Fairy Drake? Is it a Fairy Drake? I wonder. Dorakei. Drake is also referred to as dragon, but at the same time something else. Is also a male duck. In the proper human history, that name is as a fairy is being recorded as so. Naitokoru Drake. It is a greater fairy that used to have been called the water of Grail of Water. Grail of Water. Interesting. Nightcole Drake used to be called the Greater Fairy. That is, Holy Grail of Water. Wait, that's isn't that Oberon? Hold up, you bitch. Is he baiting himself? He's baiting us all. He's the Night Call Drake, aka Oberon. You a hoe. その体質は、Oh, it's like wait. その欲しい宝を呼び寄せて. So whoever wants, right? It would bring the treasure. Yeah, it would bring. Oh, it's changelings. It would bring the treasures of what they want, and well, I guess it's better to show you than talk about it. See, check them out right there. You see those fairies gathering around at the bridges. Those guys too are looking for Drake. Yeah, I think they're changelings, and I don't know exactly what they want there. Oberon's being vague, and I don't know how to search that terminology because I'm not really well versed with the Arthurian folklore. So I don't know. I want small Oberon. Little Oberon's pretty cute. I agree. So the fairy of the earth says, "What the hell? Can't go back once you get into the lake. That's because you're too weak, you moron. Get out of my way, you insolent fools. I shall go first. Drake, can you hear my words? Can you hear my heart?" What oh, it's legit the Lady of the Lake. It's it's literally it's a different version of Lady of the Lake. It says, "What I seek is the silver axe." Yeah, what I seek is silver axe. I've lost it very recently. It says, "If you can bring me a new one, it would be greatly appreciated." There it is. There it is. Let's go. I'm coming right in. It's not like I wanted anything special, but I was ordered to get a hair. I was ordered to get a comb that can fit. I was ordered to give. I was ordered to obtain a comb for Lord Mistress Aurora by the command of Woodworth. I heard that there's something that exists like a comb that's colored like the rainbow. Oh my god. What the hell? It's really it's really in this river. I gotta pick this up. I gotta pick it up. But if anybody were to enter the lake, the pond or the sea of Drake, everybody will. Oh no, my hand. My hand instinctively reached for it. Oh shit, something grabbed me. No, I'm good. I don't need it anymore. Let go. I don't want it. It's not something that I want. Help me. Someone help me. Oh my god. Oh, they're sirens. They're mermaids. I read rabbits like, excuse me. Can I go home now? So yeah, it's mermaids. Mermaids slash I think mere folk. I think that'll be the better terminology, I believe. It's either mere folk or sirens. It really just depends on how you interpret things, right? Essentially, but mere folk is a legendary water-dwelling human-like beings. They are they're referred to as mermaids, but a strict sense of mermaid that are confined to who are half woman and half fish appearance. Male folklore are mere men, depending on the story. They can describe as ugly or beautiful. Some people call it the flood dragon, aka shark people.